Right now, we want to introduce you to the lawyer of Maduro. So, President Maduro's lawyer, Barry Pollack, is a prominent criminal defense attorney based in New York City, serving as a partner at Harris, St. Laurent and Wechsler LLP. He has taken on high-profile cases involving international figures, including representing the WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange in negotiations that led to his release from the UK prison in 2024. Pollack's expertise in complex federal trials has earned him the recognition as a strategic litigator. Pollack has previously defended Michael Krotz, a former Enron accountant, securing a complete acquittal on fraud charges in a landmark corporate case. Pollack's involvement in Maduro's defense highlights his affinity for geopolitically charged matters. Pollack holds leadership roles in the legal community, including past president of the National Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers and the Mid-Atlantic Innocence Project. In Maduro's arraignment, Pollack has challenged the legality of the US capture, arguing for sovereign immunity. With decades of experience, Pollack is described as a lawyer who lives, breathes and sleeps trials, excelling in courtroom dynamics. His representation of Maduro comes amid accusations of narco-terrorism, where he plans to file extensive motions contesting the charges and arrest bases. Pollack's track record suggests a vigorous defense strategy ahead. In addition to the white-collar defense, Pollack advocates for innocence projects. For Maduro, he entered an appearance just before the January 2026 hearing, signaling rapid mobilization. His plea negotiations in Assange's case may inform potential strategies and in this politically sensitive prosecution. Meanwhile, Jason A. Richmond serves as an assistant United States attorney in the Southern District of New York, specializing in the terrorism and international narcotics unit. He is one of the prosecutors handling the narco-terrorism case against Nicolás Maduro, having been involved since the 2020 indictment. Richmond's work focuses on disrupting international drug trafficking networks. Richmond has prosecuted high-profile cases, including allegations against brother of Honduras president for receiving bribes from El Chapo Guzman. His courtroom arguments emphasize connections between corrupt officials and cartels, skills applied to Maduro's charges of cocaine importation and weapons possession. He remains active in major narcotics investigations as well. To discuss this further, joining us on the broadcast is Advocate Ashwini Dubey, AOR, Supreme Court. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your time. A very good afternoon to you. So, when we are understanding this entire trial that is taking place currently in New York, there are obviously, some arguments that are being put to the fore by President Maduro's lawyer, Barry Pollack. He is in fact stating that he is challenging the entire legality of the US's capture, and he is also arguing for sovereign immunity. How are you observing this entire case that is actually unfolding, sir?
So it's a case where basically the Maduro has been kept under the illegal detention. Why I call it illegal detention? Because he is the president of a sovereign country which is not falling under the US law. Number two, the allegations which have been labeled against him nowhere permits the USA to take him and put him under the trial for the court, which is exclusively meant to adjudicate the cases relating to the offences which has been committed within the boundaries of the US. On January 2026, the US Department of Justice unsealed a 25-page superseding indictment against Nicolás Maduro following his capture by the US Special Forces. And where from this US Special Forces got power to capture him, that is unknown to everyone. The entire world is shocked about it. It's an illegal trespass in the sovereignty of another country which has its own laws, own sovereignty, which has not committed any offense within the boundaries of that particular court. Number two, narco-terrorism conspiracy, which has been leveled against him, or he is accused of leading a conspiracy with the cartel of the Sun and partnering with the groups like the FARC, ELN, and the Tren de Argua gang to ship tons of cocaine to the US. Then in that case, first the US has gone to the international court, and from international court for taking an order, he should have been asked validly him to appear and face the trial. Here the cocaine importation conspiracy, which has been labeled against him to import 5 kilograms or more of cocaine into the United States, that's also nowhere from where it has come. That's also not a known thing. And it is completely a gundagardi, or we say illegality or dadagiri of particular the US to capture something else. It's a game of oil, I think. And the third, we also live in a sovereign country where we have a separate rules, separate laws, separate courts, and our court orders are not implemented or not cannot be go beyond the Indian territory's boundaries, because every country has its own sovereign laws. So the possession of machine guns, destructive devices, cocaine importation conspiracy, narco-terrorism conspiracy, and that the trial is absolutely illegal. So I, as a lawyer or as a student of law, I consider is that his detention is illegal. Let's see how the courts of USA deal with it. But as of now, this is the one of the case where the entire world is shocked about it. Over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. Appreciate your time.